Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video, I'd like to speak with you about truck driver food while OTR. Now, before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video. Be sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday, we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased owner operators and carriers, operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always, guys, big thank you for all the likes you guys provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming, and let's talk about it. Truck driver food. Now, when you're over the road, a lot of guys, they're going to be just kind of, stuffing their face with all sorts of foods, and usually they're going to be, high salts, sugars, fats, all the bad stuff you don't want to have. And the reason for it is because, generally speaking, you're either bored, you're anxious, you're stressed out, or you're feeling sleepy. Now, the problem with this whole situation is that, truck driving, it's a quite sedentary lifestyle. You're sitting in the driver's seat and you're stressing out while you're driving down the road for many hours throughout the day. The problem with this is that it's a high calorie input and a very low calorie output, because you know that at the end of the day, most guys out there, they're not going to go for a walk, they're not going to go for exercise. It's really tough to get get good exercise inside the truck, and most guys just want to take a shower, catch a quick movie, something like that, or scroll through the phone mindlessly looking at Facebook and other social media. Now, I'm not giving you any hassle there. I get it, I do the same thing, but the truth is, truck drivers simply have it a little bit tougher, or maybe a lot tougher, to be able to get that calorie output. So at least what you got to do is keep that calorie input in check. Now, the problem is, again, high fats, sugars. We're going to look for comfort foods, and those are the things that you really want to avoid. So what I wanted to do is look at the top 7 truck driver foods that we can definitely consume, that will keep you in good shape, keep you up, keep you awake, and will be actually good and healthy for your body and your immune system. Now, number 1 is going to be low sodium jerky. It's high in protein, low in carbs. This is a go-to food. It makes you really work for it, and there's not a lot of calories there, so definitely give that a shot. Number 2 is going to be low salt nuts and seeds. The main trick here is, just make sure that they're low salt, right? Sodium is very bad for you. And guess what? These things are a hell of a lot better than chips. So I would definitely say stay away from chips. Go for the salt, low salt nuts and seeds instead. Number 3 is your hard-boiled eggs. Every truck stop's got them. You can carry some yourself. You can boil them inside your truck. Doesn't take a lot of effort, and they don't go bad or spoil easily. So definitely a good way to go. Why is that? Because they're high in protein. They're actually a brain food, and they're actually very good for you. Number 4, fresh fruits and veggies. Remember, fresh is best. Every truck stop is going to have your fruits and veggies, and if you're not a fruits and veggie guy, you're going to be able to find something that you like. There's a lot of cool stuff out there you can find that's nice and crispy, crunchy. It's a lot better than Skittles and chips and and like all the other energy drinks and all that stuff that's really bad for you. Now, number 5 is going to be cheese. May seem counterintuitive, but guess what? Cheese in the right amounts is actually very healthy for you. Find the right cheese that you like. Cheese is high in calcium and good fats. It's high in protein. It's got vitamin A, B12, and it's got zinc. And those last 2, those are highly recommended for the situation we got in here, to protect you from all sorts of viruses that are out there. So definitely give cheese a try. Number 6 is going to be low sugar trail mix. Now, the main thing here is just remember that the sweetener in it comes from the fruit inside the trail mix, that it's still going to be low in sodium or salt, and that it doesn't have a lot of added sugar into it, right? Now, number 7 is going to be tuna. The trick here is just make sure that this tuna comes in water and not in oil, okay? In water, not in oil. You can mix it up, put some, pepper on there, some, yellow, red peppers, you can throw some stuff in there, mix it up. You can make a salad. You can put it between some bread, make a nice sandwich. Eat it right out of the can. Very healthy, high in protein, good stuff that you really definitely want to give yourself. And for you guys, for sticking around throughout this video, here's a bonus one. You might think, why wasn't this one number 1? Water. Guys, water is absolutely indispensable. You got to get out there. You got to get it. See, the problem is that, what you got to look for is low sugar, low salts, low fat, not having any chemicals. And on a truck stop, that's really tough. You want to use water to flush that stuff out. You want to make sure you don't get it in your system in the first place. But water is also going to help you with dehydration, because a lot of truck drivers, the vast majority of you guys, are dehydrated because you don't want to have the extra bathroom breaks, and we get that. But here's the thing. Dehydration often is disguised by hunger. So you might seem like you're hungry, but you actually just need a drink of water. And the whole issue with more bathroom breaks, that's not actually so true. You might think, yeah, I'm drinking water, so I'm going to end up having to make more stops. But here's the trick here. Drink one bottle, usually 16 ounces, one bottle of water first thing in the morning. Get going. One bottle 1 hour before stopping for the end of your day. And you're going to be just fine, because you're going to be able to have more time on the road without having to make excessive or additional stops. Now, hopefully this has been helpful to you. Please hit the like button. If you have some snacks that you really like, please leave the comments in the comment section below. We'd love to hear it. It's going to be helpful to the community of all the truck drivers out there. And now I'm going to switch over to camera. We're going to look over the loads that we booked for our customers, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back, guys. Let's take a look at some of these loads. We're going to start off with a reefer coming out of Bellevue, Nebraska, going to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This was a 41,000-pound load of pet food. It was a dry load. The reefer stayed off on this one. Now, the story behind this one was originally booked for $700. Now, this driver had another load booked with TQL. Unfortunately, TQL took 6 hours to get the driver load information, and the load ended up getting canceled. They issued a $150 tonu. Truck order not used. We added up that, so the total of $850, and we ended up having to book this load so that we wouldn't waste the driver's hours. He was very, very limited, didn't want to lose the entire day, so booked him a real quick one, 191 miles, booked it at $850, got him $445 per mile, and called it good. The next day, out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Zero Deadhead took a load to Clarksville, Arkansas. This was an ice cream load, -20 continuous Walmart delivery, and 42,000 pounds on the weight. 686 miles booked at 3,086 miles, got him $450 on the dot. Definitely made that -20 continuous worth it. Finally, they took a 2-pick 3-dropper coming out of Lowell, Arkansas, and Russellville, Arkansas, going to Saxonburg, Pennsylvania, Greencastle, Pennsylvania, and Elk Ridge, Maryland. This was a 40,000-pound load of frozen chicken, running -10 on the reefer. 1,399 miles booked at $6,500. Got him $465 a mile on lots of miles. Excellent job. That was it for this driver. They ran Tuesday to Tuesday, a week of work, $10,436 in gross, running 2,276 loaded miles at an average of 459 per loaded mile, plus 163 miles of deadhead, brought him down to 428 per mile with deadhead included. Excellent, excellent job. Next, we have a vented van coming out of Imperial, Pennsylvania, going to Chesterfield, Michigan. This was a straight-through delivery coming out of Niagara, going to a Kroger facility. It was a heavier load of 45,000 pounds of water, but worth it, because 307 miles were booked at $1,700, got him $554 per mile. Then Corunna, Michigan, going to London, Kentucky. This is a 36,000-pound load of groceries. It was a Walmart delivery, and this Walmart in London did a great job. They took the driver in an hour early before their appointment and got him unloaded very quickly. 477 miles booked at $1,600. That got him $335 per mile. Then Louisville, Kentucky, going to Robesonia, Pennsylvania. That's a 40,000-pound load of food. It was picked up on Sunday, and unfortunately they had to keep the load in their trailer over the Memorial Day weekend, deliver it on Tuesday. It was 617 miles booked at $2,800. That got him $454 a mile. That's really great, because this is not a reefer. The reefer would have otherwise been running, so that worked out well. Then took a load out of Belcamp, Maryland, going to Northeast Pennsylvania. 38,000-pound load of spices, 410 miles booked at $1,100, got him $268 a mile, and finished off with North Jackson, Ohio, going to Montgomery, New York. It was a light load, 19,000 pounds of FedEx materials going to another FedEx location, and then the driver went home after that. It was 403 miles booked at $2,200, got him $546 per mile. They finished off with a Friday to Thursday, 6 days of running, $9,400 in gross in those 6 days, running 2,214 loaded miles at 4.25 loaded, and plus 427 miles of deadhead, which got them down to a total of $356 per mile with deadhead included. Now, another reefer coming out of Camilla, Georgia, going to North Platte, Nebraska. 41,000-pound load of corn. It was an easy in and out load. 1,424 miles booked at $4,500. Got him $316 a mile. Then out of Ravenna, Nebraska, going to Clinton, Iowa. This was a 40,000-pound load of food. 512 miles booked at $1,600. Got him $313 per mile. Then Northbrook, Illinois, going to I always have a hard time with this one. Ocoee, Florida. Frozen bread, minus 5 on the reefer, 40,000 pound load, 1,167 miles booked at 3,500 bucks. Got him $3 on a dot. Finished off a great week of running, grossing $9,600 for the week. Ran 3,103 loaded miles, and ended his week with 309 average per loaded mile. Definitely ending in a very, very good spot for Friday reload out of Ocoee, Florida, because the season is in Florida, so he's going to come out of there for good money. Next, we have a reefer coming out of Avon, New York, going to Elkton, Maryland. This is a 27,000 pound load of frozen food at -10, 327 miles booked at 1,700 bucks. Got him $5.20 per mile. Then Laurel, Maryland, going to Butner, North Carolina, 35,000 pound load of frozen food, again at -10. On the reefer, 266 miles booked at 1,500 bucks. Got him $5.64 a mile. Then Alta Vista, Virginia, going to Butner, North Carolina, again same place, 34,000 pound load of mixed different brands of different types of products, 60 degrees on a reefer this time. It was only 95 miles, and that was booked at $1,100, which got him $11.58 per mile. Excellent job. Then Mount Olive, North Carolina, going to Lansing, Michigan. This is 39,000 pounds of palletized pickles. It was a dry load on this one, and 804 miles booked at $3,000, got him $3.73 per mile. And they finished off with Spring Lake, Michigan, going to Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. This was a 42,000 pound load of beverages, running 32 degrees on a reefer, and that's 1,003 miles booked at 3,500 bucks. Got him $3.49 per mile. They finished off running Friday to Friday, grossed $10,800 for the week with a 420 per loaded mile average, running 2,495 loaded miles. Next, we got a regular dry van coming out of Orange, Texas, going to Canova, West Virginia. It was a 42,000 pound load of palletized plastic, 1,078 miles booked at 3,850, got him $3.57 a mile. Then Chillicothe, Ohio, going to Pompano Beach, Florida. This is a 43,000 pound load of consumer goods, 1,080 miles booked at 3,100 bucks, got him $2.87 a mile. Then out of Lakeland, Florida, went to Jacksonville, Florida. It was a 43,000 pound load of water, 196 miles in Florida, booked for 800 bucks. That got him $4.08 per mile, and that was it. They ended up running a gross running, $7,750 over a week of running with their dry van, and were able to get their reset in place. Ran 2,354 loaded miles, 113 deadhead miles, and ended up getting $329 per loaded mile and $282 altogether with deadhead included. So excellent run with a dry van. Next, we have another dry van coming out of Gramercy, Louisiana, going to Searcy, Arkansas. 43,000 pound load of foodstuffs. This was 469 miles booked at 2,500 bucks, got him $5.33 a mile. Then Maumelle, Arkansas, going to Eddyville, Kentucky. 26,400 pound load of dry goods, 354 miles booked at 1,800 bucks, got him $5.08 a mile. Then Beaver Dam, Kentucky, going to Claremore, Oklahoma. 25,000 pound load of consumer goods, 575 miles booked at $1,900, got him $3.30 a mile. Finished off with Joplin, Missouri, going to McDonough, Georgia. 32.5 on the weight, pet food and different types of pet supplies, 769 miles booked at $2,400, got him $3.12 a mile. Finished off an excellent week running Friday to Friday. Got a gross of $8,600 with $397 per loaded mile, 2,167 loaded miles ran, plus 272 deadhead. So ended up getting really great money, and very familiar with this driver's story. He actually came from a very, very bad situation, a really bad company, barely paying him anything, ran him around like a dog, and he ended up finding us, went through, as they say, hell and high water, but ended up finishing up, did exactly what he needed to do, got through, and he's been making amazing money every single week. And you too could be making this kind of money, guys. Great money, great miles, very honest company. And you don't even have to be an owner operator. We work with leased on owner operators, but we also work with carriers. And if you have company drivers, we can dispatch them as well. All you have to do is call us or text us at 801-448-6363. You can go to our website at aftdispatch.com/go. Select whether you're a carrier or a leased on owner operator, and we'll put you on our email list, provide you all the information, and then we will actually call you, get in touch with you, and discuss and answer any questions that you may have. Again, that number is 801-448-6363. Call or text. You can also go to our website at aftdispatch.com. And until next week, guys, stay healthy, be wealthy. Take care.